Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Ethan Fatima here today. This is going to be a new story that someone very awesome commented on my latest video, I think it was. Uh, he goes by the name of RJ Rampage. I think that's correct. And he told me to do this story, which is what if Deku was Dabi's brother? I'm not sure how to pronounce Dabi's name. Yeah, it's Dabi, right? Yeah, Dobby. But I'm not sure it's Dobby or Dubby or something like that. So, he also explained on how the powers work. So, he's gonna have the same powers as Dobby, but he can control. He's like Todoroki basically. So he can control fire and ice, but he can control fire to absolute hot and cold to the absolute cold. So absolute hot is like the hottest thing that a object can take, basically. So he can basically Deku's going to be OP, and I mean OP in this story. So and he also wanted Todoroki to be a ship for him, and it's gender swap for Todoroki. So I'm not really sure how to do this. Because if Deku's going to be Dobby's brother, that means they're in the same family, and if Todoroki's a female, there's going to be a sister, and that's going to be fucked. But if Todoroki's going to have the same quirk as he does in canon, then he has to be in the Todoroki family. So let me know if Deku should be like a step sibling or blood brother, or female Todoroki should be like someone outside the family, like Bakugo or someone like that, so not related to the family at all. So there can be a ship and still have somewhat of the same quirk, or we can just say, if you guys want, we can just give Todoroki a new quirk and and make him a girl, and I'll call it cool. The problem is, I'm not that good at, coming up with things for opposite genders. I'm not sexist, alright? So don't start that shit, alright? We're here to be positive, alright? This channel's here is for positivity. Don't need no negativity in this, alright? So, female Todoroki is going to have a... See, I don't know how to begin this story because no one on YouTube has started it, so it's an original, and I'm gonna start it off. Like, I have no idea how this story is going to play out, because with all my other, with all my other videos, someone has done a what if on it, so I can take some of their ideas and add it with my own. But since no one has made this type of what if story, I have no one to like get ideas from unless it's from the comments. So I'm going to need a lot of your help. So, and I like, instead of all the other videos where I like get you guys to like answer one question, I'm genuinely needing your help for this entire story because I have no idea on how to start it. Okay, so we're gonna start off before Deku was born. So he is going to be Dobby's brother, so he is going to be a member of the Todoroki family. Okay, so that right there, okay, that's Deku's origin, and that's where he's coming from. He is going to be a member of the Todoroki family, and he's going to be treated like Shoto Todoroki, so he's going to be very dark at the beginning of the story, and I don't know what the fuck happened with Dobby. I think he fucked off and became a villain, so It's still so difficult. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water. This is going to be a long story because I'm no idea. So I need a lot of your suggestions. You guys are going to be like the biggest influence on this story. I'm on my bed, so I'm going to say that. Okay, this is the closest thing that I can do with Shoto being in, like, having fire and ice as a quirk, and be a female. So, female Todoroki is born. Couple months. Actually, I have no idea when Todoroki was born. So, if you guys have any idea, or like the difference of age, or like months and that between Shoto and Deku, please let me know. So, I think Todoroki was born first. So female Todoroki is born first, and straight away Endeavor was like, I'm not having another daughter. So even without looking at her hair, he puts her up for adoption like that. And no one knows that their family. Not like later on Endeavor, like later on in Endeavor's life, he completely forgot about, you know, female Todoroki. Okay, so give me a female's name that's close to Shoto for female Todoroki. And then Deku's born, and he has, you know, the perfect left fire, right ice. And instead of being like normal red and white, it's a brighter, like a very bright red and a very white yellow. Very, very white, like color of white. So that means that his fire and ice is raised to the absolute max of fire and ice, and he can go absolute fire and absolute hot and absolute cold. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Yeah, so they are gonna be family, but not even the government remembers that they are family. So that's the only reason, or like the only how there's going to be a ship between these two. Because I really want, I want Todoroki to have fire and ice. But if you guys want Todoroki to have a different quirk, then help me. Help me find a good quirk for her. So that she doesn't have to be related to the family, so that's not incest. So next episode, I'm going to take every single one of your lot's suggestions and add it to the story and retcon a lot of this video. But this is coming off the top of my head. I don't do scripts and stuff like that, so I have no idea where this is going. And so, okay. For this part, Shoto was put into adoption. Next part, if you guys can absolutely help me with this, what if she would just be born somewhere else and have a different quirk than fire and ice? So I actually prefer laying down. Deku's born, and he goes through the same shit as Shoto, and he still gets a burn on his left side, but this is like more damage. He can't, like, a little bit less than Dabi, like with his skin and that, but it's a little less damage than that, but that's what's over his left side. So Endeavor trains Deku so hard that he hates Endeavor with all of his soul, and he won't use his he uses his fire side, but his rage towards Endeavor is what gives Deku, a lot of strength in the fire side. So his name is still gonna be Izuku Todoroki, and um female Todoroki will be something Midoriya. Okay, so yes. Okay, we're gonna roll with that. We are going to roll with that. So, female Todoroki is going to be a member of the Midoriya family. So basically, they swapped lives. Yes! I figured it out. Fucking hell. I did it. I figured something out to do with this what if. So, yes, yes. Okay, I've got this. I've figured everything out. Female Todoroki is gonna go to the Midoriya, so he's gonna be a female name that's somewhat resembles like a Shoto's version, or just call it Shoto. Yes, okay, so it's Shoto Midoriya, because Shoto doesn't really sound like a dude's name or a female's name, so it's gender neutral, or it's for guys and girls, okay? So, yes, Shoto Midoriya is a female, and her quirk will be a stronger version of Inko's, which is... what was it? Telepath? Where she can move small objects, but with this, Todoroki can... okay, Shoto can... no, her name is going to be Midoriya, so I'm going to call her Midoriya, and Deku just Deku. So Midoriya... no, fuck that, okay. I'm going to call her Shoto. Yes. So Shoto's power can move anything with her mind. So her quirk is telepath. That's right. That's correct, right? Telepath? Or telepathy? I think it's telepathy. So she can move things with her mind. So not just small objects like couches, stuff like that, beds, cars and shit. So by this point in time, Deku, it's like the start of the anime, and we don't know where Shoto went to. Okay, the male version of Shoto, we don't know where he went to school. So Deku is not gonna encounter Bakugo. So Bakugo is still gonna be egotistical and that stuff, but he's gonna put every bitch in this place. He he's shut off most of his emotions, like happiness, in like joy and all of that. But the only emotions that he like feels is like anger, sadness, and depression. Like dark, like very bad emotions. I'm not saying that anger and sadness are bad, but if you let it control your life, then that is really bad. But sometimes you don't have a choice. So when Deku's at school, he's cold as ice. He's cold to ice to everyone. And start of the anime, in Shoto's class, she's with Bakugo, but she's like not with him, but they're in the same class, and like we're all gonna be heroes, or does the same thing. And I'm going to say that instead of, Bakugo being trapped and cornered by the sludge villain and that, so All Might stops the sludge villain, but the bottles fall out of his pocket when he jumps, just because of the shockwave or something like that. So they fall out, and it's Shoto who gets, attacked by the sludge villain. So the heroes come in. Deku's like walking past, and he like, or like he's not walking past, but he's like, I don't know, a couple streets away. So he heard the explosion, and he starts running because he wants to know what this is. And I just hopped out of the shower, so I'm just gonna, like, every now and again I'm gonna fix my hair. So yes, this video is gonna be a little bit longer than usual because I needed to all get a lot of backstory into this video, or like into this episode, before I can actually get to the what if. So Deku, he runs up, and All Might's there doing is like, I don't know what to do. And the heroes are there, standing there, watching this girl be suffocated, and they're like, we need to wait for someone with the right quirk. And Deku runs up and is like, what are you doing, you heroes? You're supposed to be saving people. Why aren't you helping her? And they're like, we need to wait for someone with the right quirk. And don't talk to us like that. You could be in danger. Or no, they say, don't talk to us like that. And they notice that he has, red and white hair. And they're like, you're the son of Endeavor. And he's like, he's like, don't ever say his name to me. And they're confused. They're like, what? And Deku, he sees her face, and she's terrified. Like, she has a kind of what the same face that Bakugo made, and Deku just moved. And the first thing he does is freeze the floor and the floor and the sides of the buildings, so it would stop all the flames and fires and that. And while everything's like in slow motion, so the sludge villain like goes to sludge Deku. Fuck me. He slides and puts like an ice wall, and it breaks through. But that was like a quick diversion, or yeah, it was a diversion. So Deku slides under, freezing the sludge villain's like back and his legs. So, and then Deku slides under the legs, grabs Shoto and pulls her out, and like throws her back to the heroes, and like, now you can protect her, you dumbasses. And the sludge villain breaks out of the ice and goes to slam Deku. And All Might was about to, or like Deku looks like thought he was about to die, but then All Might comes in and is like, you inspired me, kid, to go beyond my limits. And he's like, you inspire me to go beyond my limits. Now, villain, this is where you get stopped. Or Detroit Smash! And he punches. And since Deku, is the son of Endeavor, and he was being trained since he was, like, being able to walk, he has just to be, to surpass All Might, he kind of has a slight hatred towards All Might, because it's because of him that his father was an abusive father, basically. Shit. Yeah, when you think about it, Endeavor is an abusive father and husband. How can he be called a hero? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so Deku would just, and he was like, you're safe now, and he he blows him off, he's like, oh, whatever. And they're like, and the reporters in there run up to Deku and he's like, you're the son of Endeavor, what is it like, blah, 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 blah. And Deku just freezes everyone like, on that spot. So they're like, what's going on? And at this point, Shoto Midoriya starts developing a crush on Deku. It's kind of weird to say Shoto Midoriya. It's like I'm gonna have to get used to that during this story. And she goes home that night telling her mother that, well, she saw the news, and when she got home, her mom was like, "Are you okay? I saw the news. Is everything alright?" She's like, "Yes, yes, I'm fine." And Inko was like, I saw that boy Izuku. He he saved your life." And she's like, "I know." And she says under her breath, "He's pretty cute too." Oh. And Deku gets, back home, and he still has the same sister and that. Yeah, so she's like, "Are you okay? I saw the news. Dad's worried." And Deku's just, he says is like, he's not worried. And Endeavor's like, I was worried, or I am worried. You're my perfect creation, or whatever. And then the 10 months start. This is gonna be the end of the video, so I need all of your help with this story, because, like I said in the beginning of the video, no one has done this what if before, so I don't know where to take the story. So I need all of your help, or all my subscribers and that too, and everyone who views this video. Please, I need your help with this story. So if you like the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think of the video. Comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Stay golden.